Hey, what's up guys, Sebastian here, and in today's video I'm going to answer the question, which country should I start advertising to, pretty much promoting your physical products to. And with Facebook you can target any single place in the world. You can use worldwide targeting, which is kind of new at this point, that you can use, show your ads worldwide to every single country. You can target countries specifically, such as the United States only, Mexico only, the UK only. So pretty much, most of my traffic comes from the US, but you can pretty much target anywhere you want. Now, what I suggest you do is you target countries that are pretty much top tier countries, which are the USA, Canada, Australia, United Kingdom, but not only countries that have money, and also New Zealand, France. There's a ton of countries out there, but also make sure that the countries that you are advertising to have good shipping methods from AliExpress or wherever you are sourcing your products. Because what many people do is they just start getting sales from, a crazy country, let's say Thailand or something like that. But AliExpress has a terrible shipping carrier to send products to Thailand, and it takes 50 days, something like that. So they start getting all these sales. They don't want to pause their ads because obviously they're making money. But when it comes to fulfillment, that's the problem. You are not delivering the items on time, and that's gonna really ruin your business. Trust me, I've been there. When you have long shipping rates, or you have problems with your vendor, whatever it is, you can really impact your business if you don't have fast shipping. So the countries that you should be advertising to, pretty much countries that convert with your offer. I would suggest top tier countries, but at the same time, countries that have e-packet or tracking information, because many carriers that you use to ship items to different countries don't give you a tracking number, and a tracking number is crucial if you want to keep your customers happy and so that they can pretty much be satisfied tracking their order. Even though it's a bit late, they can still track their order. And trust me, many times the orders get delayed, but when you give them the tracking number, they just like, whoa, it's a relief for them because they can assure that the item is on the way. So that's pretty much a thing that I would suggest. Most of my traffic comes from the US, like I said. Now the US is more competitive. Most marketers are in the US, but if you want to advertise in the US, you gotta be extremely unique with your product and your audience. You gotta do amazing research, and you gotta be selling products that are just extremely unique and that most people are not selling. So you can sell a product. Let's say you have one product and you sell it to the US and it doesn't convert. Same maybe interest A, you use it in the United States, it doesn't convert, and then you sell it to another country, maybe France, and it starts really converting that same interest. And the reason is that the interest perform differently depending on the country. It's not that the interest is bad. Many times you test an interest in the US, it doesn't work. Many times it's because there are way too many advertisers promoting the same products to that interest within the country. So when you use that interest in another less competitive country, it works because you're winning more auctions, you have lower cost overall, and you have a good product. Same happens, you can be testing an interest or an audience in France, right? And it doesn't work, but when you test it in the United States, it does work. And the reason, there are many variables. Competition is one. Another one is the culture. You gotta, obviously there are some countries that are just have more consumers than the other ones. So the culture of the country, if there are way more consumers in there, like the interest itself, is it good if it's targeted? So there are many different reasons. But what I suggest you do, guys, in the beginning stages, if you don't have a lot of knowledge with Facebook, so it's just your first time, I would suggest you advertise to the US or bigger countries that have good shipping methods, okay, good shipping times, and that they give you a tracking numbers. Better if it's e-packet, okay. If you use e-packet, that's awesome. I would suggest you keep it simple. Start advertising to the US, make amazing product research, make amazing audience research, and from there, once you're getting conversions, you're making decent sales. Maybe you're making $100 per day, 200, 300 or more. Then you can consider going to other countries, okay. One thing I can tell you is that in the US, there's enough traffic to make insane amounts of money. Like, most of my traffic comes from the US, and some audiences that I'm advertising to are not that big. I'm still making, thousands and thousands per day, but because your ad is so good, you have a certain amount of people, and from that certain amount of people, there are a ton of buyers because your product is so good. So you don't need insane amount of audiences to make insane amounts of money. Actually, if you have very precise audiences, I would suggest 100,000 plus, you can make quite a bit of money. I know people that have audiences of 50,000 people they are making, you know, like $1,000 per day, 2,000. Obviously the audience runs out eventually because it's so small. What I'm telling you is that you don't need millions of people. And as far as the countries, remember, top tier countries are the best. Choose countries that have good shipping times, and of course when you put the interest in that specific country, that you have a decent reach. I usually look for 100,000 people plus. Okay, apart from that, you gotta consider all the other variables that I'm teaching you: product research, audience research, having a decent store. Doesn't have to be perfect, but a decent store. And that's pretty much my answer. So guys, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe, comment below, hit that like button, and share it with someone that might find it helpful. So see you in the next one.